right, welcome back. We are bringing a lot of segments to you, trust me, and we appreciate the audience we have. And really, it's still a worldwide audience, people looking in to see how Louisiana reacts to this storm. And to be honest, I think they're pretty impressed. Joining me now, the Sheriff of Terrebonne Parish, Sheriff Tim Soignet. Always good to see you, Sheriff, and I've been seeing you quite a bit. And how you doing?
We're holding up. We're holding our own, and
Yeah.
we still have we act like I said. I think I told you previously. We activated the Louisiana Sheriff's Association Task Force, and we brought extra law enforcement in here that's helping us with a lot of efforts here. I've activated my volunteer posse, which is a lot of volunteers, and we're pumping commodities out, and we're doing as much as we can. Louisiana National Guard's assisting and manning some of these the gas stations to help with that, so we can keep our forces out there, keep the our commodities and assisting in the commodities. They've been very helpful there to get it out down to the further end of the parish, and we've also you know, I got my officers out there. We're pumping commodities where people certain things that they need, and we're getting stuff brought into our motor pool, which we lost a half a roof, but but we're still operating out of it, and I still have the building we're using really as a warehouse, and we're pumping commodities out there, and we're really targeting special need things what people really need. Need diapers, formula, things that are hard to get. I mean, there was a lady that came in today. She knew somebody had a child had a rare allergies, and it just so happened that was the same stuff my grandson was on.
Wow.
That had a rare allergies. We had a couple cans, and we were able to take care of those concerns and needs, and we're just trying to keep the people calm and try to keep things down there. But what I'm most impressed about our people are starting to clean up, and they're taking it upon themselves, but as long as we pump those resources down there, they're going to work. We're resilient down here, and I'm very proud of our people here on what they're doing and getting everything cleaned up and back in order. You've seen piles of debris piled up at the roadways, and they're out there taking care of their stuff, and that's what I was hoping to see, and they're doing it.
And I gotta say, we're proud of you. We're proud of the chief. We're proud of the judges. I know Judge DeGate and Judge Pickett are gonna be on the set on Friday, but y'all sent a pretty doggone hard message to those looters out there. And from talking to the judge this morning, it pretty much stopped it in its tracks. I mean, the message was loud and clear.
Well, there's two things with that, and in our community, I love our community, and we had a mandatory evacuation, but I understand our community didn't want to leave their property, but we're doing everything we can, like I vowed to our community a long time ago. If they leave, we're going to do every means we can to protect our community, and as soon as I get roads open and they can safely get in, I will open those doors. I won't put no checkpoints for our community that want to come back and clean their own stuff. I can't blame them. And I think there was maybe fear in the past, but I'm not that guy. I promise you, the best thing we have is getting our community home where we can safely do it. And like I said earlier, I said bring enough supplies where you can sustain for 4 or 5 days, or if you want to come for a day or two then leave, that's fine too. But when we open the doors for our community to come back, looting went down a lot. And we're still out there in mass forces, because I understand there's still a lot of people not here. But even the ones that are here, that people decide they're going to snoop around their stuff, well, we're going to send a strong message. I'm not tolerating it, and I will not tolerate it. Our people deserve the best that we can give them, and I want to give them that. And I will work hard and continue to do that for our community.
Well, y'all were magistrating them, I think, at the motor pool in front of the judge who was slapping $1 million bonds on them. And I'm going, wow.
We had we couldn't use our annex because we started taking water in downtown the courthouse. When the water was shut off, the chillers and the room, it became very stagnant. So we had an annex there where we could use it as a holding facility. We went through and they fabricated a couple temporary holding cells, if you would, and what we're doing is we're making an arrest, and we're holding them there, and the judge is going there on site so they can do what they got to legally do, and the good sheriff of St. Mary, Blaze Smith, said he'll make room for them so we can continue doing what we do. And I appreciate St. Mary Parish, and if you listen, and thank you, Sheriff, I appreciate it.
Yeah, please tell me y'all didn't put air conditioner in the cell.
Well, it wasn't nothing we fabricated. It was a company that had to fabricate it.
No,
so
I know. I'm just
they had to do that. I mean, that's for liability, but
No,
it's
I understand.
It's very temporary. It's they're there maybe maybe 4 or 5 hours, depending on when we make an arrest, because we're magistrating. They're magistrating in the evening and in the morning, and we're getting them out pretty fast. So it's temporary holding, so I get those officers back out there working.
Yeah. You know, and I try to be compassionate. It's one thing if somebody's, you know, sees a bag of food and they take it because they're starving or the kids are starving. But when you start taking other things, and we don't condone looting on any level,
Look,
but it's just,
I'm compassionate, and I'll say this. I'm compassionate if somebody's trying to get food and water.
mm-hmm,
But you can't tell me the rest we made are trying to take TVs and things they don't need.
right.
And that's crap.
That's right.
And I'll say it as crap.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the people we're dealing with. If they need food and water, well, I'll get that for them. But don't be taking people's property because you think that ain't what you need.
Amen. Amen. I mean, you send that message out early.
And I'll continue to send that message.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
then
tolerating it.
When Judge DeGate and all them came down with $1 million, I'm going, wow. But from what I've heard, a lot of people got the word out. It took
Well,
notice.
I'm glad they did because you know what? Our people deserve the best we can do to protect them. I know they get frustrated sometimes. We get frustrated too, you know, during normal times. But you know what? A strong message during this time. Look, they got to, you know, this storm put us to our knees, but we can still fight from our knees, and we're going to get back up, standing stronger than we ever been.
Well, you're starting to sound like that Marine again.
Well, it's the truth.
It's inbred in. We're going to take a short break. The sheriff's going to stick around for another segment. We'll talk about some of the things he's seeing out there and firsthand, because he's out there quite a bit with his troops out there. So we've asked him to stay for another segment. He graciously will. And we will talk some more with the sheriff of Terrebonne Parish. Don't go away.